of 2020, our number one movie, Birds of Prey. Wrote this, who did? Look around, we must, yes, investigation required. Investigate, we must, yes, investigate. GameSpot. Surprising this is not, as the bastion of mental deficiency their website houses. Unsurprisingly, 2020 was light on superhero movies, and in this fact, since 2009, this was the first year that hit the big screen no Marvel movie has. Completely lacking in quality cape and cowl content, but that doesn't mean we were. Far from it. Filled by an unexpected, bright spot the vacuum was, while the MCU may have been MIA through 2020, by the name of Birds of Prey. Bright, Last I recall, immediately beat out this embarrassing attempt at media was by Sonic the Hedgehog. Then, bombed hard it did, afterwards, with no chance of a sequel.
Imagine releasing your big blockbuster superhero movie and having it getting beaten out by a video game adaptation with a bunch of furries in it. Superhero flicks are crazy popular right now, so you really gotta screw up to make one flop.
Nobody saw coming. Birds of Prey was a movie that, especially given Margot Robbie's introduction to the role back in 2016's Suicide Squad of Harley Quinn, with so much stacked against it, no right to shape up the way it did, the movie had. Finally seeing it at release, sitting down in the theater, both an overwhelming sense of trepidation and curiosity there was from the crowd. Go south, everything about this could, or just become a Suicide Squad Part 2. To a crashing halt, it could have brought the DCEU's winning streak, and right back to the rain-slicked, gray tone, monotony of days gone by. It could have regressed.
Winning streak? What the hell is he talking about? DCEU's been extremely hit or miss. Wonder Woman was pretty good, Superman vs. Batman was trash, Aquaman was pretty good, Suicide Squad was crap, Justice League was hot garbage, Shazam was, it was pretty alright. And I know a lot of people didn't like Man of Steel, but I thought it was okay.
A part of the DCEU, Joker is not.
Nah, it really isn't. It's kind of a standalone movie. Same with the upcoming The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Good. Hopefully, total doo-doo, the new Batman film, won't be, in that case. All regression to old familiar tropes and styles rather than broke free Birds of Prey has of the superhero movie mold. The non-stop frantic energy of a good heist movie, like Deadpool, blending the sort of wacky irrelevance normally found in a standalone feature, and, for good measure, splashed in a little Looney Tunes zaniness. Full of a seemingly endless forward momentum, it was cool, instantly rewatchable, and tossing in new characters and ideas repeatedly that will inevitably make the DCEU in the future a much more richer and interesting place.
Make the DCEU a richer and more interesting place? The whole DCEU's holding on for dear life after Justice League bombed when it first went to theaters. Up until the Snyder Cut got announced, if it wasn't for the solo films of Wonder Woman, Shazam, and Aquaman, it'd be dead in the water.
Such high praise this writer gives to a movie that bombed as hard as the live-action Cats film. Still, glad I am that at least selected Cuties GameSpot hasn't as their film of the year.
I'm actually kind of shocked they haven't gone that route myself. Maybe they're just self-aware enough to realize that they'd get blown out pretty hard if they tried it.
For anyone suffering from superhero fatigue, any perhaps most importantly, it still stands as a much-needed shot in the arm for anyone, or even after the way this year has gone. Regular fatigue. Knowing where the year would go, there's no way anyone involved in Birds of Prey could have so shortly after its release. But matter that doesn't. A fantastic escape they still provided. To be frank, provided the only thing Birds of Prey has was an easily beaten foe for Sonic the Hedgehog to crush, and then disrespect for several weeks after at the box office earlier this year.
I mean, even in limited releases this year, I don't know how anybody can consider Birds of Hot Topic to be their pick for movie of the year. You had tons of superior choices at hand. Bad Boys for Life, Bill and Ted Faced in Music, Robin's Wish. If you don't know about that, that's a documentary about Robin Williams' final days alone. Highly recommended. Come to Daddy with Elijah Wood, also highly recommended. And the Invisible Man reboot. Yep, that did come out this year around February. Insanely good horror movie. Highly recommended. Female lead, ticks all the boxes. That should have been their female, GameSpot's movie of the year right there.
Simple-minded cretins the editors at GameSpot are. Easily distracted for a few hours by basic Hollywood blockbusters. Access to a baby rattle with some sparkles if I had. Then equally as excited, I could get these cuckolds.
I'm not knocking the fact that they like Birds of Prey. I mean, if, that's your thing, great for you. I'm just dumbfounded as how you can call it movie of the year unless that's the only goddamn film you watched. Nearly every other film released this year was a superior product over Birds of Prey.
Even Cuties?
I'm gonna have to beat that ass now, I'm sorry.